What's up, everybody? This is Reset from C Manga, and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail Chapter 435, Shout of Victory. So, it looks like everything's wrapped up this chapter, and it wasn't short of actually some comedy this week. So, this is like, obviously, your usual battle is over chapter. Everyone was there, like, freaking out over the fact that Natsu took out that battle god pretty quickly, I might add. And I mean, come on, the thing just crumbled into dust. It's like, my god, how powerful was that strike? Imagine if it hit someone, known, like Agnologia or Zeref. What the hell would that have done to them? Jesus. But yeah, it was pretty funny just seeing Avatar's reactions to everything. Bria, she basically ended up calling Natsu a nightmare. I think monster would have been more appropriate, but that could have obviously just been a translation difference type thing. It might be different with other translations. I was actually pretty surprised at the fact that Natsu didn't actually realize that Urza was there on the battlefield. So I could have sworn that obviously they were speaking during the battle. But come to think of it, obviously she did come from the other side of the battlefield, and the last time they spoke was, just before the battle had actually begun, so I guess he might not have known actually. The last two remaining members of Avatar still standing was the doll guy and the robot dude, who we haven't really seen much of. That, what's his name, K9 or KT, whatever the hell the robot dude's name is. Yeah, but they were dealt with pretty quickly by Gajil and Lily respectively. So the interaction between these guys was hilarious. Gajil basically came along just like after he obviously finished the thing and just tried to arrest everyone for the dumbest reasons ever. Like, with Lucy for indecent exposure because obviously, the way how she always dresses. Natsu because he just doesn't like his face. And Wendy just because, he couldn't think of anything, but it's just because she was there, so she, she should be arrested as well. It's like, that right there was so funny, but obviously Urza ended up putting a stop to that little power trip because she was pretty quickly with a swift punch in the back of the head. So yeah, so I did love actually the one kind of thing in this chapter where everyone's like, you're not Gajil, who are you? Just from the fact that he's now become so noble and everything and like righteous. It's like, you're not Gajil, who the hell are you? It's like, you look like Gajil, but you can't be. It's like, who are you guy who looks like Gajil? It's like, that was pretty funny, but yeah, that was pretty much it with this chapter. Avatar's been stopped, the gang is pretty much back together. They had their little victory shouts like, yeah, Fairy Tail, let's go. Yeah, I guess the last thing in this chapter is obviously kind of like the ending. It did make me think a little. Obviously it was a kind of comedy based, but Sting and Rogue, they were pretty much like, spectating this battle until they realised that Froshe was gone. It's like, oh my god, where's he gone? It's like, he's missing. And he ends up like turning up talking to Happy and Charlie. And then it's like, straight away Natsu looks down, it's like, oh my god, what the hell are you doing here? It's like, before that even happened though, yeah, second she was gone, I was thinking, well, I don't know if Froshe's a boy or a girl, but either way, second it was gone. I was actually kind of worried, thinking, oh my god, don't tell me this whole crossfire thing came true, I mean, the warning was obviously that Grey's going to kill Froshe, so it's just like, oh my god, it's going to come true. Rogue is going to go crazy and go all dark and evil. So even Natsu was obviously freaking out second he saw like Froshe there. It's like, oh my god, what the hell are you doing here? It's like, oh shit, Grey, don't. But the funniest thing happened, it's like Grey saw Froshe, it's like, oh my god, it's so cute, kawaii! Starts cuddling Froshe. So yeah, the thing which made me think was obviously could like the whole region of Future Road coming back be just a dumb reason? It's like maybe Grey stole Froshe away from him, stole Froshe's love, and that pissed him off so much that he turned to the dark side and then went back in time to try and stop it all. I don't know, because obviously this is a whole little comedy thing. It's like, I mean, you do kind of like see Rogue Shadow looking a bit menacing towards the end, So yeah, so obviously if that was the reason, that just makes it so stupid. Just going back in time causing all that trouble just because of a love triangle. But, I'm guessing there's obviously kind of like, the development of everything, the future must have had to have changed obviously, so that dark, bleak future no longer exists. But it does kind of raise a little thing of maybe in the future the whole crossfire thing could happen, just obviously later than it was originally predicted. So I don't know, maybe Froshe actually ends up liking Grey, chilling out with Grey every now and then, ends up following Grey into a battle, gets hurt. I don't know, something like that could happen in the near future. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for this chapter. It's just a nice little comedic wrap up. Just bringing everyone back together. So yeah, it was alright. Comedy was good. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of now looking forward to what's going to be happening next. What is the next arc going to be? Is it going to be another little mini arc, or is it going to actually go into something proper? Because let's face it, all the key members of Fairy Tail are now back, obviously except for Luxus. Luxus is the last key member that we're missing, so once he's back, then big arc, final things, let's see what happens. So yeah, that's about it from me for this chapter, guys. Stay tuned for the next chapter, because obviously I think this is the final of the double weeks, and the double chapter weeks. So yeah, next chapter should be along shortly. But as usual, let me know what you thought about this chapter in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out other things we do on the channel. So I'll see you next time.